U.S. is preparing military attacks on Mexican cartels, according to a report. The report from Ken Klippenstein says the Trump administration has directed the military to prepare for lethal strikes against cartels. The attacks will reportedly be ready by mid-September. One of the military sources quoted says the military action could come without the approval of the Mexican government.
And if that cooperation gets lost, the question is it worth it to have done it? Is targeting one high-value target, or even a few, or even 10, or many high-value targets, is that worth the loss of Mexican cooperation on a whole plethora of other issues?
It's unclear what the military attacks would look like and whether there would be actual U.S. military boots on the ground in Mexican territory. A separate report from the New York Times reveals the CIA has increased reconnaissance operations over Mexico with drones.
Any country would find it inappropriate if foreign soldiers without permission were being actively deployed on their territory. It says a whole bunch of things. There are, however, models for success, ways in which this can be done legally without violating Mexican sovereignty.
Finding and taking down Mexican cartels has been a priority for President Trump. Finding specific cartel leaders can be tough, but it can also be done, especially if they're still actively involved.
It took a long time to find bin Laden because bin Laden wasn't talking to anybody. And he wasn't of operational significance. He was a strategic visionary leader. He was putting out the occasional letter, but basically he was completely cut off using a one-man courier. Even Chapo Guzman had people near him who were using phones, who could be targeted by U.S. signal intelligence, be it law enforcement or military. And so he could be found once his network, once there was a focus on targeting his network. And we could see this for a lot of high-value targets.
It's unclear exactly what the U.S. strategy is at this point when it comes to military action against cartels, but Dr. Jones says the strategy is the most important part.
I have no doubt that if the United States were to send in, say, special operations raids of some kind, I have no doubt that anywhere they go, they will defeat Mexican cartels. It's also completely irrelevant to the broader strategic context. You can win every battle and still lose a war. We saw that in Vietnam.
For Straight Arrow News, I'm Lauren Keenan. If you want more on this